What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is time for a monthly recap. Everything I picked up in the month of October. I always try to do this like the weekend after, whatever. So it's always a couple days later. But yeah, we got quite a bit to go through here, guys. We're going to start off with some stuff that came in for review first and go from there. I don't even think the thumbnail got everything. I forgot to include the Vinegar Syndrome pickups, but you guys already saw that video on its own, so I wasn't too worried about that. But yeah, I tried to give you guys a little thumbnail preview of everything that's going to be in here. Yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff that came in for review. A lot of stuff from Kino as usual. We'll talk about a few of these titles in this stack and kind of run through everything else. But I do like to touch on stuff that at least came in for review, Let's go ahead and start with Borderlands. This came in from Lionsgate. I know this movie got a lot of hate. This is the 4K Blu-ray digital, by the way. This movie was pretty divisive. A lot of people that were big fans of the game didn't like the movie at all. I remember playing the games back in the day. I didn't remember a whole lot from them. I did enjoy playing them, from memory. I thought this movie was fun enough. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular, but I kind of had it on in the background too while I was doing some other stuff, so I wasn't like too invested into the story because I already knew it wasn't that kind of movie. But what I saw in here, the action scenes, the set pieces and everything, I mean, they look pretty cool. It's definitely, Mad Maxy feel to it. I think they even say some stuff in the movie about it being like Mad Max or something, but I enjoyed this one overall. I'll give it another watch and actually sit down and fully invest myself into it. But I watched a majority of it, while I was doing some other stuff, anyways. But yeah, Borderlands, the 4K looks fantastic. Nothing special about the inside, studio release, no reverse art or anything like that. But good cast in here. Is Kevin Hart miscast in this? Yeah, probably. But I liked the old girl that played what's her name in this? I'm already forgetting everyone's name. What was her name in here? Is it Tiny Tina or something like that? I'm trying to see here on the back. But anyways, yeah, she did great in this, I think. But it's a fun time. All right, yeah, we're starting off strong. I'm already forgetting names and everything. Next up, what do we got here? We got Twisters. Another one, just kind of turn your brain off and have fun with type movie. Yeah, it's not as good as the original for sure, but it is a movie and it does have twisters in it. There is tornadoes. It looks great and it sounds great. I'll tell you that much with the Dolby Atmos and all that good stuff. But it doesn't have the heart, the depth of the original for sure. Still, a fun enough time, probably like a 2 out of 5 movie, just to kind of throw on and turn your brain off with. I'd probably give Borderlands about the same, about a 2.5 on that one as well. And there's going to be a little cut there because I forgot to grab something else they sent over along with the movie. They did send over the album, Twisters, the album on vinyl from Universal. Yeah, I'm not a big country person. I'll put that out there right away, but I did like a couple songs on here, especially that Luke Combs song. You got Jelly Roll on here as well, Miranda Lambert, Shania Twain. This is a 2 LP gatefold, and it's a translucent tan vinyl. But yeah, I did throw this on. I do have a record player, and it's okay to me. Like I said, I'm not a big country fan, but there is a few tracks on here that I do enjoy. So thank you to Universal for sending that over, as well as the movie. So, all right, moving on from there, what do we have? And from Paramount, we have Addams Family Values. Now, I remembered liking this one better than the first one from memory, and I threw this on, and I tell you what, you can't make this movie today. There is a lot of stuff that goes on at that camp. I'm not going to spoil everything, because there's still people out there that haven't seen Addams Family Values that just would not fly in today's movie. But this looks great on 4K, guys. I think Paramount's really upped their game. I know they were getting kind of ridiculed on their 4K transfers early on, especially like the first Friday the 13th transfer. But Friday the 13th Part 2 looks amazing. This is like flawless. One of the best looking 4Ks I've seen in a while for an older movie. And this one looks pretty damn good as well. So if you guys are on the fence about this one, I do recommend this 4K if you guys are fans of Addams Family Values. Now, I'm going to have to get the first one on 4K, but again, I hear the transfer on that one's not as good because that's that early Paramount 4K. but I do want to have them both on the same format. But I have them in a 2-pack right now on Blu-ray. Yeah, this one, you have a little bit different artwork going there. I love how Paramount does that like different color scheme. So that's a really nice touch for a studio, you know, a major studio to do something a little bit different like that. Again, most of these are available now. I think there's a couple in here that aren't quite released at the time of this video, including this one here, and that is White Christmas. This is another Paramount release here. This one comes out on November 5th, so it should be right around the time of this video, a couple days after. I did throw this one on, and I didn't own this one previously. I probably haven't seen this movie in over 20 years. And this looks like a movie that was just filmed yesterday. This transfer is amazing. And I don't have the Blu-ray to compare it to, like I did Addams Family and stuff, but this looks absolutely incredible, guys. This is a lot of people's, you know, must-watch Christmas time movie. Of course, Bing Crosby in here. And again, you have some different artwork going on, different color schemes there, different backgrounds. Same main image on them, but they changed up the backgrounds and stuff. But yeah, there's the back with the bonus features. If you guys want to pause and take a look at those, there's quite a few bonus features on there. I forgot to show those on the other ones. I'll try to remember to do that going forward here. Yeah, this is the 70th anniversary of White Christmas. Again, November 5th for that one. All right, next up, what do we got here? Sent over by Acorn Media. We have Interview with the Vampire, seasons 1 and 2. I have not checked out this show yet. I can't give you guys my thoughts on it yet, but I hear it's really, really good. Of course, huge fan of the movie that it's based upon. You know, well, it's based upon the books, I guess, but big fan of the original movie, so I cannot wait to sink my teeth right into this. But yeah, huge thanks to Acorn for sending this over because I am intrigued. I just haven't had time to sit down and watch like seasons of stuff yet, but it is definitely getting more towards that time of year where you watch a lot more movies and TV shows because it's getting cold outside. So what better to watch than some vampires and zombies and stuff like that to warm that blood, right? All right, so this one is available now, and this one is region free. This is a UK release, but I did check, and it is region free. Next up, and this is, I think, the only other one that's not out quite yet. This is available on November 7th. This was sent over by Turbine Media over in Germany. I didn't see it over on Orbit or Diabolic's site, but again, it's not released yet. Maybe they'll get some in, maybe not. I don't know. But definitely check out turbineshop.de if you guys want to grab this. I actually like this movie. If memory serves correct, anyways. It's been since it came out on physical, since I've seen it. So we'll give it another watch, but that is Hellraiser Judgment. I mean, after the abomination that was Revelations, this definitely redeemed the franchise for me. Anyways, I can't remember that guy's name that plays Pinhead in this, but I think he did fantastic. I mean, you're not going to outdo Doug Bradley. It's like Robert Englund as Freddy. You're not going to outdo him. But I think he did a great, great job. Very solid performance. Stories is what it is with the story. Again, it's been quite some time since I've watched it. I'm going to have to give it a rewatch. But visually and the main, guy playing Pinhead, I think, worked really well. And I remember it being visually stunning and everything. But the steelbook inside of here, guys, you talk about visually stunning. This steelbook, they do have 4 different covers for your outer slip box there. That was cover, I don't remember what cover that was. I don't think it's cover A that I got, but they just sent out random. You didn't get to pick the cover that you wanted, unfortunately. But they are limited to $9.99 per cover. But check out their website. You guys can view all 4 covers on there. But here is the beautiful steelbook, guys. Look at that steelbook. The gloss with the red. I love, love, love black and red color schemes. I know a lot of us do. Black and red, like black and green, I'm a sucker for. Here's the back with the Cenobites. Look at that spot gloss on the glasses and everything. This thing just shines, pops, absolutely gorgeous steelbook. And then you have some artwork behind the disc. The discs aren't too fancy, but you do get some artwork behind there. I will go ahead and show you guys. This is 3 discs. This is 2 Blu-rays and a 4K. Now, your Blu-rays are going to be region locked. They're going to be region B, but the 4K is region free. on this. Here is the background there. You got Pinhead over there, some art behind there. Very, very cool. Tons of bonus features on here as well. Let's get those guys back in there. But let me know what you guys think of Hellraiser Judgment. If I can talk. Y'all know by now, if you've been watching the channel for the last decade, I can't ever say words. All right. Let me know what you guys think of Hellraiser Judgment, if it's fresh in your memory anyways. But man, this steelbook. Turbine, they released some amazing looking stuff. Their media books, their steel books, just absolutely gorgeous. Now some stuff is only going to be careful when you go over to their shop. Some stuff is not going to have an English option on the language track or even the subtitles. So make sure that that is an option. So unfortunately, they are not sending anything that doesn't have that. Because it doesn't do me any good to show you guys if we can't watch it and hear or understand what they're saying, right? But here is the J card there with the bonus features and everything. So pretty good amount of bonus features on there. Some of this is in English, some of it's in German for the writing. But this does support Dolby Vision on this release as well. And yeah, it looks like 150 minutes of bonus material is what the hype sticker said. There's the hype sticker that was originally on the plastic. Yeah, very, very cool release. And here is the back of the slipcase. I do like having these slipcases. It does help protect the steelbooks a little bit. The only thing is that it hides the steelbook as well. So I'm kind of torn. Do I keep the steelbook out by itself? Put it in a plastic protector? Do I keep it in the slipcase? I don't know what to do. But whatever you want to do, the options are there. But very, very nice release there from Turbine. Thank you so much to Turbine for that. Next up, we got our Kino titles. So we'll talk about these a little bit. This is going to be a long video, guys. So just sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and we'll get through it. Normally, I do the Kino videos separate, but I think I'm just going to start incorporating them into the pickups because I feel like I get that video out there, and then like a day or two later, I'm doing this, and then we're going back through the same thing. But the Vinegar Syndrome ones, I'll definitely keep separate because we go through all the bonus features, and there's always a ton of that, and reverse arts, and those videos definitely take a little bit longer. All right, first up, we got Murder on the Orient Express. Now, all these are available now. These are all of October's releases that I requested here. Great cast in here. I know a lot of people don't like Albert Finney in this movie and his accent, and I get it. This was my first time watching this, but I always heard people couldn't stand him in this movie. And I see why. Wow, it is a little over the top, a little overdone, and after like 2 hours of hearing that shit, you're just like, all right, man. But this is a really well done film. Now, this isn't going to be for everyone. If you guys haven't seen this, this is completely dialogue. Okay, there's nothing really going on in this movie, just a lot of conversation, a lot of investigation, interrogations, things like that. It's basically about a murder that takes place on this train, and Albert Finney's character is trying to figure out who done it, and sitting there talking to everybody and interrogating everyone. You do have also Anthony Perkins in here. You got Sean Connery in here. Just a great, great cast. Everybody just so young and vibrant, right? This is only rated PG. This is from 1974, 128 minutes, guys. So, again, this one's not going to be for everyone. Am I going to watch this again anytime soon? No. I will revisit it at some point. I feel like there's some things that I might have missed, especially with his just... I'm trying to think of kind words here. His portrayal in this movie, Albert Finney. I will watch it again. I just don't know when because, again, I feel like there were some pieces that I missed here. Really, really enjoyed the outcome of the film. There is some stuff that takes place at the beginning that intertwines with stuff that takes place later on. That's all I'm going to kind of say about this one. As far as interior art, you do not get any reverse artwork here. I don't think. Anyways, Kino's kind of hit and miss with their reverse art. Now, the Kino Cult stuff has been coming with Weverse cover art. But just a few features on here. You get an audio commentary, you get a making of, interview with producer, Agatha Christie, a portrait. Of course, this is based on Agatha Christie's work there. and theatrical trailer. So nothing too major on features, but there is a few there. Definitely better than nothing. Yeah, Murder on the Orient Express. It looks really good. The sound, it sounds good. This is Dolby Vision, does support Dolby Vision. So a great release. Kino is another one that's really stepped up their game on their 4Ks. Their early 4Ks, I don't think were that great, if I'm being honest. But they are definitely improving their 4Ks. I think I had Misery on 4K, and I think the Scream Factory Blu-ray looked better, in my opinion. I think their 4K Misery was like super grainy, from what I remember. But anyways, moving on. That's neither here nor there, right? We got, now this one does have a 4K from Kino previously, but I never picked that one up when I seen they were re-releasing the Blu-ray with a slip. A couple of these are just re-releases with slip covers. They're taking kind of that Vinegar syndrome route there, right? Just, I mean, I don't hate the player, hate the game, right? I mean, they know we're suckers for slip covers, and we're gonna buy stuff again just to get that slip. But we got Thunderbolt and Lightfoot with Clint Eastwood, Jeff Bridges. You have a really young Gary Busey in here for like 2 seconds, and then you got what's his name, George Kennedy, which I always remembered from the what are they, the Naked Gun movies. So I didn't know George Kennedy as like a bad guy, like a tough guy. What are they called? A heavy, if you will. I never knew him as that. You know, I grew up watching the comedy stuff with him in it. But Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, holy shit, guys. This movie, if you've not seen this movie, get this movie. Because this movie, I absolutely loved. I fell in love with this movie. The bond between Jeff Bridges and Clint Eastwood's character, I just absolutely had a great time with their chemistry. George Kennedy's like the worst bad guy in history. Just a quick synopsis. He's trying to take out Clint Eastwood's character, you know, Thunderbolt, at the beginning, and he's trying to shoot at him, and he just misses like 500 million times. Jeff Bridges, Lightfoot, picks him up in this car that he, you know, thrifted, and from there, they just bond, and they have this chemistry, and, you know, Clint Eastwood's like, hey, I'm too old for this shit, you know, just drop me off forever, we're done, and they end up just being best buds. You know, he's like, no, man, you know, we're gonna hang out. I'm gonna force you to hang out. There's some sex stuff going on early on in the beginning, not between them two. There's some women that come, you know, women there. Yeah, I had a blast with this movie. It's basically Clint Eastwood had some money from a previous heist. That's why George Kennedy is after him. And the money's no longer there, so they got to go on a new heist and get into this bank vault and just all the things that happen from there. So it's basically a heist movie in sense, but it's also a buddy criminal movie. There's a lot of different mixed genres in here. There's action, comedy, drama. You know, it just works in every aspect to me. This is from 1974, run 115 minutes. You do get an audio commentary on here. You get For the Love of Characters featurette, you get radio spots and TV spots, trailer, couple features on here, and you do get reverse art on here, not only once, but you get it twice. You take out the Blu-ray here, you get another cover option on the inside there. So it's like I said, it's hit and miss with Kino's cover art being, you know, reversible. You get 3 options on here and only 1 on others, you know? You just never know what's going to have that reverse art. But I enjoyed the hell out of Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. I think it's amazing. Lightfoot is Jeff Bridges' character, by the way, if I didn't say it. All right, so here's an example of let's throw a slip on it and re-release it, and they will buy it. And yes, we will. Of course, again, guys, these were sent for review, but these are my honest opinions. All right. You got Tim Matheson and Stephen Furst from Animal House trying to recreate that Animal House vibe, but on water. It didn't work for me. I'm going to be 100% honest. I didn't hate it, but I definitely didn't love it, and that is up the creek. Lots of skin in this one. Guys, the synopsis of this is pretty damn simple. All right, you got Tim Matheson's like a 12-year college student, right? He's like your Van Wilder character. And him and a couple of his buddies are told, hey, you guys go win this white water rafting competition, come in first place, and you guys can graduate and get out of here. That's pretty much your synopsis of this movie. There's not a lot going on. There is some love story stuff going on with him and another character, but a lot of the jokes just fall super flat for me. Again, I mean, this is from 1984. I was only 2 years old, so now if I'd been a teenager when this came out, or in my 20s, maybe it'd work a little better for me. A lot of 80s comedies I really enjoy, but for some reason, most of the comedy in here just doesn't hold up to me. I didn't find it funny at all. I may have laughed 2 or 3 times throughout the whole movie. This is 96 minutes, and I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about The Creek. Not a whole lot to really say about this one. You got a Without a Paddle featurette on here with actor Stephen Furst and Sandy Helberg, and casting director Harriet Helberg. You got Cheap Trick Up the Creek music video. That's really it for features. No reverse art or anything on this one. I don't know, guys. I don't think this one I'm going to revisit too much now. It's redeeming quality. You see a lot of flesh, okay? And I think that's what this movie was intended for. You know, just your late night comedies where you just, yeah, I don't know. Not one that I'm gonna revisit too much, but I'm glad I seen it. Did laugh a couple times. You know, you can't win them all, right? I gotta get a drink here if you guys don't mind. We're 20 minutes or so in and getting a little parched here. But I hope you guys are all doing well. We're just kind of chilling, going through movies. We got a lot still to go through, so don't go nowhere. All right, we got a few more Kino titles here. Now this one's a little divisive as well. And again, not one I think you can make today because of all the how do I want to say it? The woke society that we live in, or whatever. You got to be really careful what you put out there nowadays. And this movie deals with reincarnation. So I think your religious groups and things like that would really be after a movie like this. But that is Fluke from 1995. This runs 95 minutes. It's basically about a guy who is killed in a car accident, comes back as his dog, who's named Fluke by a woman on the street who's got him kept as a kind of sideshow attraction where he can spot things and do tricks and stuff like that, and has a little audience, and one of the audience members says, "Oh, it's just a fluke." That's where he gets his name from. And he's trying to find his family. He comes back as his dog, and he's trying to find his family. That's the basic premise of the movie. I don't want to give too much away. You do get Sam Jackson in here as a voice actor, as his best friend for part of the movie there. But this movie deals with death a lot. So I thought this was going to be more of a family movie, but I don't think kids too young should watch this, because if you haven't really gone through that subject matter with your kids, they're going to really have some questions after watching this movie. And this movie is a little emotional, okay? But you do have Matthew Modine, Nancy Travis, and Eric Stoltz. Eric Stoltz is the main character here as Fluke. But the magical story of love that spans lifetimes. But it's kind of like, it's brought up a few times. What else have you came back as? If you came back as a dog, a squirrel, this or that, And to each their own, man. I mean, whatever you believe in, if you believe in reincarnation, awesome. If you believe in, heaven and hell, awesome. Whatever you believe in, that's your belief. I respect that 100%. We're not here to talk about religion and beliefs, but this movie definitely is. But yeah, that's Fluke in a nutshell. I don't want to talk too much on it, but that's basically what it's about. I did enjoy it overall. There was a time in the middle I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but by the end of it, I really did enjoy this one quite a bit. I'll definitely revisit that one. I'd never seen it, never heard of it, but I think overall it's really getting emotional. I think overall it's really good. Now, another one I had never seen. One of the oldest movies. This is now the oldest movie in my collection. One of the movies, if not the movie, that started the horror genre. We had 1920s, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Now, again, brief synopsis. I know this movie is older than dirt, literally, but I still feel like there's tons of people who have never seen this movie, because I'm in my 40s and I've just now watched this. So, not to give too much away, it's about a sideshow character who is may or may not be out murdering people, and they're trying to figure it out. And there's some love story stuff in here as well, where two men are in love with the same woman. That's all I'm gonna say about the story. Now, as far as the visuals of this movie, holy Nikes. I will try not to cuss too much here. This movie's a trip, guys. I mean, you could tell they're set pieces, right? You could tell they're not out there filming the stuff in the streets. There's actually one scene I remember where a guy like falls down and you can see the floor like move. You can tell it's, definitely a set. But it's a crazy looking movie. Now this is in black and white, but this is the 1922, I believe, 1922. It says on here somewhere, 1929, sorry. German color tinted version of this film. This is 1920 on this, right? Is it 20 or 20? Yeah. So the movie originally came out in 1920, but this is the 1929 color tint version where they dye the film and stuff like that to give it not a true black and white feel. You get a couple sound options on here as well. You do have the Jeff Bill musical score on here. I started watching it with that, but I just couldn't do it. I had to switch to the 2014 orchestra score, which I prefer. Again, that's going to be personal preference on what score you guys want to listen to on here. Because, it is a silent film with the cards that come up telling you what's going on. Now, those are in German on the cards, but there is English subtitles that come up on the screen. This is a 4K release, and this movie is really weird, really trippy. I don't want to say too much about the story because I feel like there's a million people that have not seen this movie, but you definitely should. I loved it. Way ahead of its time, for sure. Very stylistic, very just the use of shadows and everything in this. And I forget his name already. Trying to see on the back here. I know he awakens after like 23 years, like freaking like the creeper from Jeeper Creepers. He awakens him from this trance after 20 something years here. I'm trying to remember the guy's name, but anyway, he looks just creepy as hell. This is one of the early movies that I watched in the month of October, so memory is a little bit more faint on this one as far as names and stuff, but I loved it, guys. I absolutely just dug it. All right, moving on from there, we have Joseph Gordon-Levitt, another one I've seen, but it's been a long time, and Brick. Now, if you guys are fans of like film noir style movies from like the 40s and 50s, but you want to see it set in high school, check out Brick, because that's exactly what this is. The way that they talk, it's kind of like a different variation of like Romeo and Juliet with DiCaprio, how it's nowadays setting, but they talk like back then. Kind of the same thing going on with this. And this is directed by Rian Johnson, who directed the infamous Star Wars movie that we all know and love, right? This is from 2005, around 110 minutes. But it's basically diving into the underbelly crime of this high school, that, mainly dealing with drugs and stuff like that. And he's looking for his girlfriend. And it's just a dark film noir style movie set in a high school. Great acting in this. Joseph Gordon-Levitt does fantastic. I love this movie. This is another one that's not going to be for everyone because I don't think a lot of people are going to like the style that they chose to go with. I mean, no high school kid is going to talk like these people do. That is for sure. But I think this movie is fantastic. And you do get reverse cover art on here as well. And you do get quite a few bonus features on here. You get a couple different audio commentaries. You get 8 deleted and extended scenes. You get inside track, casting the roles, theatrical trailers. There's all kinds of bonus features on there. But really good movie. Again, not going to be for everyone, so check out the trailer and stuff like that before you grab it, because I think a lot of people might be turned off by the style choice of the way they talk and everything. But I think it's something different. It's not something you see every day. This one is in Dolby Vision on this. This is 2005, running 110 minutes. It looks great. I love the style of this movie. You get a lot of like real like blue hues and yellow hues and things like that. Yeah, Brick. Great movie. Another one that a lot of people don't care for, and I like this one. Now, basic synopsis of this one. We got cowboys and aliens here, guys, on 4K. Now, let's run through the story. It's these guys fighting off aliens. That's all it is, pretty much. You kind of got some people at each other at the beginning. They band together to fight the aliens, type movie. That's all I'm really going to say about the plot. There is some other stuff going on with Daniel Craig's character and his past and some stuff. But I like this movie. I call it a guilty pleasure, call it whatever you want. I liked it when it came out, and I liked it again rewatching it. Now, this is not a 4K in the sense of there is no HDR. A lot of people were upset about that. I think it still looks great. It looks a little bit better than the Blu-ray. I did have the Blu-ray. I've since given that away to someone. But I think it looks damn good, and I think it sounds amazing. This is Dolby Vision on here. Again, no HDR, but sometimes that works in its favor. There's some movies I know people turn the HDR off because they think it looks better. Now, you do get the unrated cut. The unrated cut, unfortunately, is not on 4K. It is only on the Blu-ray. Yeah, it says right here on the back, brand new Ultra HD SDR master, guys. So it's not an HDR master, it's SDR. And that is because of the source material. This was shot on, my memory's foggy right now. The way it was originally shot, there wasn't the original elements to work with to give it the HDR. I'll just say it like that. Yeah, you do get reverse cover art on here. As far as features, you get audio commentary, you get conversations with Jon Favreau, where he's talking to Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford, Olivia Wilde, Steven Spielberg, Ron Howard. I think that's one of the things that kind of messed with this movie as far as its story and plot and everything is you got a lot of producers on here. I mean, you got Favreau directing, you got Spielberg and Ron Howard involved as producers. You got a lot of hands in this movie, but I think it's still visually stunning, and I like the characters. I think Harrison Ford's a little bit unutilized in it, but yeah, there's a lot of other people in here too. I'm trying to see, you got Sam Rockwell in here as well, and a couple other familiar faces. But yeah, I like Cowboys and Aliens. If you guys are fans of it, I recommend this 4K. I still think it looks and sounds great, even without the HDR. All right, next one. I'd never heard of this movie, and you got Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze in here. And that is a young blood. You also got a really young Keanu Reeves for like a scene or two. Another movie I just fell in love with right away. I love the characters in here. I love the bond between Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze. That real close brotherly brotherly bond that they have. It's basically about Rob Lowe's trying to make it big in hockey. It's his lifelong dream. So he goes to Canada to play for this team to try to get picked up by the pros. And Patrick Swayze is the team captain over there. And they're just trying to win the championship or whatever it is. I don't, guys, I know zero about hockey. I'm sorry. I don't know the terminology and stuff like that, but you have like stuff going on with their rival team and this guy that used to play for their team, and I believe their team was like the Mustangs or something like that. I honestly don't remember. Who's just like a troublemaker. He's just there to like hurt people, injure people, and he gets picked up by their rival team, and he's kind of trying to take these guys out as well and hurt them. And you get some love story stuff, as you can see in the back there with Rob Lowe's character. But the brotherhood between these guys, especially Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze and other team members, it's just a feel-good movie. This thing just screams 80s as well when they go out for drinks and things like that. And just, yeah, this is from 1986, 110 minutes on this one. No reverse art or anything like that, but I highly, highly recommend this one. As far as features, you only get an audio commentary and trailer on here, so I would have liked a little more bonus features, but it is what it is, right? Can't do too much about that. Next up from Kino is William Katt in First Love. This movie's, it's not bad. I don't know what they were trying to do with this, or I don't know. It seems like it lacked a lot of substance. It's basically about William Katt's character trying to find his real love. He's done with like just hooking up, one night stands, things like that. He wants to find this one true love. You also have what's his name in here? I should have prepared for the video, right? Let's see. It's not giving me names on the back. You got Susan Day is in here. From the Partridge Family, plays his love interest. And you got, of course, William Katt from, I remember mainly from the horror movie House. John Hurd is like his best friend, like neighbor guy who's still out just, being promiscuous and things like that. And you got him and his one of his girlfriends, his main girlfriend in here. Yeah, I don't know. I did like it, and there is quite a bit of flesh to be seen in this one as well. And she is pretty stunning in here. A couple of them are. I just, again, I think it just lacks substance. She's kind of still wants to be with her ex, who's, just really well off. Kind of would rather go the route of someone having the financial means to take care of her with this older guy. But yet she's in love with William Katt's character and, trying to make that decision and everything. But yeah, they're all college students. And it's just, I will say this movie is really honest about its way it discusses sex and things like that. Some very realistic conversations that take place in this. And from 1977, by the way, running 91 minutes. So this is the 70s. So they're the way that they talk and their slang is going to be a little different than we have today. But they definitely touch on some stuff that's still relevant today with sex and relationships and everything. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. Just falls kind of in the middle for me. But I'm always down to watch anything with William Katt. Yeah, it means the greatest American hero, right? All right, guys, the last movie in from Kino is Burn, Witch, Burn, or Night of the Eagle, depending on which version you watch. It was retitled as Burn, Witch, Burn for the American market. And even the director was like, saw that at a theater or something like that, and was like, I didn't make that movie, what? Yeah, retitled as that. There is a couple minute difference in there. There is a 89 and 87 minute variation. So not too much was changed for the American audience, but yeah, Burn, Witch, Burn. A short synopsis of this one. Synopsis, I can't say words again, but it is basically about a couple here that are doing pretty good. He's a professor, I think, college professor, and he's against like witchcraft and all that. He doesn't believe any of that stuff is real, things like that. And she, guess what? Well, she's a witch. So there's that. And she is the reason that they have what they have in life, right? They're the reason that they have the friends that they have, that he's, as successful as he is, and he, again, doesn't believe this stuff, but he finds her little trinkets and things like that that she uses for her witchcraft and destroys them. Upon doing so, things start going bad for him. And she is kind of trying to save him as well because, she's just madly in love with her husband and she doesn't want anything bad to happen to him. And there is someone else behind all this as well. I'm not going to give too much away because I feel, again, like this is a movie not a lot of people have seen. I really enjoyed this one though, and I think the acting is great. I think it's shot really well. It gives like some creepy vibes and things. 1962, black and white. You do, of course, get that reverse art that I already showed, and you can turn it back around. I believe the other one is the Burn, Witch, Burn cover. Yeah, so you can change it back to that if you want. Yeah, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Now, there is some stuff that's going to be a little cheesy, okay? There's some special effects that take place that don't hold up today, but come on, guys, it's 1962. What do you want? You do get two different audio commentaries on here. You get an actor interview with actor Peter Wingard and theatrical trailers. So, yeah, a couple bonus features on there, and it cleans up pretty good. Now, this is just a Blu-ray. It's not a 4K, but it looks pretty decent. So that's everything from Kino there. All right, now moving on, guys. This is one of, if not my favorite movie of this year. I absolutely loved this movie. I ran out and bought the steelbook for this, which I think I showed in the last update, and watched it as soon as I bought the steelbook, and it was just absolutely incredible. And then Second Sight was nice enough. We got it on 4K now, guys. Late Night with the Devil, sent over by Second Sight. This is, again, the 4K release. This is the limited edition set here. Beautiful, beautiful set, guys. And if you've not seen Late Night with the Devil, I think this movie's incredible. I think the end kind of lost it for me a little bit with the effects at the very end. Yeah, I don't want to give anything away for those who haven't seen it. I think up until that point, I loved like the old school style of it. And I think the very, very end just kind of took a little bit of that away for me. but I still absolutely love this. Beautiful, beautiful release from Second Sight. You guys know how they do things. Their packaging is always second to none. One of, if not my favorite, boutique labels. And I'm not just saying that because they sent it to me, because I honestly don't get too much from them. So I was shocked that this came in the mail. There's some behind the scenes footage. I had no idea that this was coming in. And when I opened that package and saw what it was, I could not believe my eyes, guys. I could not believe they sent this over to me. You get your art cards here, your character cards. And if you guys haven't seen the movie, you guys have no idea who these people are. But, I mean, this is a pretty small film. This takes place basically all in one location. Very small cast. And that just goes to show you, you don't need a massive budget, a bunch of, you know, A-list actors. I mean, I'm not saying that I've never seen any of these people in anything else, but you don't need all that to make a great movie. In fact, a lot of times it's the complete opposite. You could have, you know, a multi-million-dollar movie with 10 A-list actors and it flops. Happens all the time, you know, especially in like the comic book realm of things and movies and stuff. But a movie like this, simple, but yet super effective. I love the cinematography of this. The acting is great all around. Everybody did their part, did their job. Of course, you get that 120-page booklet in there, guys, of the 6 art cards, along with just a slew of bonus features. But this movie, if you've not seen this, definitely do yourselves a favor and grab this. This is the edition to get right here, guys. I believe that they're the only ones that put out the 4K of this movie. I know a couple of other companies have released this, but I believe this is the only 4K. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But Second Sight, guys, you cannot go wrong with them. The Blu-rays the Blu-ray is region B locked. I did check. Sometimes they say B and they're not, but unfortunately it is locked on here. So if you're not region free here in the US, you will be able to still play the 4K, which is the important part anyways. But yeah, if you guys are big movie fans, especially horror fans, do yourselves a favor and get a region-free player because there are so many great releases from other countries. But yeah, I cannot recommend this release enough. This is probably my #1 recommend out of everything in this video that you guys go and get. Late Night with the Devil, the 4K release. This thing is beautiful. Thank you to Second Sight for sending that over. Again, I had no idea that I was even receiving that, so I went ahead and, you know, purchased the US steelbook for myself there, which I'm fine with because I love the movie. So having multiple editions, I am A-okay with. All right, sent over from Paramount in association with Nickelodeon. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't sing. This is the complete series, guys, 1987 to 1996. All 10 seasons and over 3 hours of bonus features, 193 episodes. I know this was released before. I got a lot of comments on another platform saying, hey, this was already released. What are you doing? Yeah, it was released in the van, which is anywhere between $80 and $400, depending on condition on you know, certain sites. This is under $30 on Amazon, guys. So yeah, they re-released it in a different packaging. Is it the best packaging in the world? I'm never a fan of this packaging. Nobody is. But guess what? It's the most cost-effective, the cheapest way for them and us to get what we want, right? But yeah, I mean, you open it up, 9 times out of 10, some discs are going to fall out and things. But, I mean, when we got a crap load of discs in there. Again, I'm trying to watch my language here. But guys, this is the Turtles that I grew up on. I cannot wait to revisit this set. I'm going to just, like, binge this for, like, weeks. And just completely ignore anything else that comes out. Because this is the Turtles I love and know and just grew up watching. So, again, Ninja Turtles, 1987-96. You get 3 hours of bonus features on here, including Under the Shell, a celebration of the TV sensation, a celebration of the Turtles' creation. I'm not gonna even try to say any more features because it's just throwing me off. But guys, this is the Ninja Turtles we all know and love, and you gotta have that in your collection, right? All right. Moving on from there, another series. I did have the first 2 seasons of this, but when I seen a box set was available with all 3, sure, why not? So this was sent over by Paramount and, again, association with Nickelodeon. Me and my youngest watched the first 2 seasons, and we enjoyed them quite a bit. Now, it's not the show that I grew up on, okay? It's not the original, but we have Are You Afraid of the Dark? Seasons 1, 2, and 3, the limited series collection right here. And this is just a DVD as well. You got your first season, just Are You Afraid of the Dark? And then you have, what is that? Curse of the Shadows. And then the one I haven't seen yet is Ghost Island. So I'm definitely excited for that. I have seen the first 2 seasons, and the first season comes with 3 fan favorite episodes from the original series, which is really cool. Definitely takes you back to that time. But this one is available now as well, along with Ninja Turtles. And guys, these are priced to I hate the saying price to own, because everything is essentially priced to own. I mean, it's got a price on it. It's there for you to own it. But I'll just use it in this case. These are priced for you guys to have these in your collection and just get them in there, all right? There is more premium editions available of Ninja Turtles, yes. But if you just want to get it in your collection, you don't want to break the bank, that's the way to go. All right, last one in for review. Oh, man, this thing is a beast. That is Fear of the Walking Dead, another one of my favorite packagings here. This was sent over by Lionsgate, by the way. Got the, I always keep the little cards there. Another one with your disc all stacked up, you know, again, 9 times out of 10. Some are going to fall out. I'm not even going to open up any more of that. But this is the complete series of Fear the Walking Dead. I watched the first couple seasons of this, and that was a time in life where other things were going on that I'd rather not discuss, and just kind of lost track of it, I guess. And I cannot wait to dive back into this, guys. This is, again, the complete collection of Fear the Walking Dead. A lot of people like this better than the original Walking Dead, which I never finished that either, but from what I hear, the original Walking Dead kind of falls off there towards the end, and a lot of people were digging this a lot more. But this is all 8 seasons right here, and bonus features for all 8 seasons as well. I believe the combos and stuff they have available to buy digitally are like seasons 1 through 7. So this is all 8 seasons. And yeah, this runs, geez, how long is this? 2015 to 2023 is the years that this span. I'm trying to find like a full runtime on here. I don't know, but it's really, really long. But that is available now as well. But yeah, guys, that's the review portion of this. Let's jump into the other stuff. Whoa, all right, guys. There's always a lot more in these updates than I think there's going to be. And I'm actually holding off on a few things. I did get some stuff in from Kino for this month, for the month of November that's coming out. But I'm going to wait till next update for that stuff. I want to watch them all and things. And then I did pick up some Criterion Cell stuff. So don't forget the Criterion Cell is going on right now. But I'm going to wait and see if I grab any more. So we'll wait till next update for those as well. Yeah, we'll start back. I'll just go through these real quick. If you guys want to see a more in-depth video on these, this video is already up for the Vinegar Syndrome. But definitely go check out that video. It's only got like 60 views right now, which I put a lot of work into these videos, guys. Give it a click, all right? Or don't. It doesn't matter. But you guys can see there's a whole stack of stuff here. So we're not going to spend too much time on this, but I definitely, again, wanted to cover at least the stuff that comes in for review with you guys a little bit. But we have a Corpse Mania from Vinegar Syndrome with the awesome slipcover again. Full video up showing all the reverse art, going into all the features. It should be the video right before this one. Then we had the Ghost Dance, and they've announced their new titles, guys. We are finally getting Congo on 4K. I honestly don't know if I've seen Congo, but you got Bruce Campbell in there and like Ernie Hudson and stuff. So, I mean, I'm down. Then we got Fear.com. Now, guys, I rewatched this. And I love the slip on this, by the way. I dig this movie, and a lot of people, I was reading the reviews on IMDb and stuff, and they're like, oh, they're just ripping off The Ring and Ringu, okay, fine. But this came out the same year as The Ring, and they were both in production at the same time, and they hurried up and put The Ring out first because they got wind that they were doing Fear.com. That's what the director says in the features. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. This is directed by William Malone, who did 1985's Creature, and one of my favorite movies, the remake of House on Haunted Hill, which you definitely get some of that vibe in there. And let me know if I'm the only one that thinks this. If you guys have seen this, the doctor guy definitely gives some Heath Ledger Joker vibes, which this came out before that, but I don't know, just the way that he talks sometimes kind of reminds me of the Joker, but maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I dig this movie. I love the dark setting and everything. A lot of people don't like William Malone, and I get it. I don't know. He seems a little pretentious, maybe, but I dig the movie. All right. And then, of course, the awesome Tenet release here, Roman Polanski's Tenet, that opens up like that. Again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. And then we had the Forgotten Gialli Volume 7 with the Northern Lights green on the back there. Very, very cool box set. Again, check out that video for all the features and everything, guys. I do go more in-depth on there. I've got to find somewhere to put this stuff. All right. We'll set that down there for now. All right, we'll go through. This first section is going to be everything I got off of Whatnot. Again, so far, everything came in for review we've already done, and then that is my Vinegar Center subscriber stuff, plus the add-on of Fear.com. All this stuff is all from Whatnot credits for people signing up, so thank you for those who sign up for Whatnot. Use that link in my link tree. You're going to get free money, and I'm going to get free money when you sign up. It's a win-win for everyone. All right, first one we got here is Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I already put it in a clear case to match the other criterions. Very, very cool. All these were like $2, guys, by the way. We got Unfriended. We got Unfriended Dark Web, which for some reason, this one seems kind of pricey depending on where you look. And then we have Arnie and the Last Stand. Again, rapid fire on these guys. The girl with the dragon, or girl who played with fire. We already picked up the original girl with the dragon tattoo, so now we only need the girl that kicked the hornet's nest. We got Hitch with Will Slappy Smith. Upgrade from the DVD, we got Three Amigos. And then an underrated Clint Eastwood movie. I like this one. That is Bloodwork. And we got Ashton Kutcher in Jobs. This is Ashton Kutcher, right? Yeah. Okay. Again, most of these were like $2, guys. A couple of them might have been a little more, but we got Kickboxer Vengeance. Can't get enough Van Damme, right? And then we got, I don't remember liking this one, but you got Nick Cage and Selma Blair and Mom and Dad. I'll check it out again. Maybe I was having a bad day. I don't know. And, you know, sometimes that's what it is, guys. You have like a bad day, or you got other shit going on, and you watch a movie, and you're like, the movie sucks. And then you're like, oh, what was I thinking? And then a movie that's not great. We got All Eyes on Me. Why did you buy it then? Why did you get a movie you don't like? Well, because it's like $2, and I just feel like I need it in the collection. It's my $2. Leave me alone. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Never seen it here. It's really good. What was that? Wes Anderson? Yeah, Wes Anderson. And then we got Clint Eastwood classic. We got Heartbreak Ridge. A really good movie that does not get enough love. We got Burn After Reading. Great cast in there. You got George Clooney, Brad Pitt, John Malkovich, Tilda Swinton, Frances McDormand. Great movie. We got The Losers, former rental there. Another classic here. What is that? Jeff Bridges, right? No, James Spader. Why did I say Jeff Bridges? Anyways, Stargate, because he was in a lot of movies then as well. I don't know. And then, yeah, that's everything from Whatnot. Okay, so now on to the movies I actually bought, I think. Some of these were wish list gifts as well. All right, we got Stone Cold with the Boss, Brian Bosworth. I did flip that around. This is a Kino release that's did not come in for review. There's the artwork, you guys know more there. Case came broken from Amazon as well, whatever. I've not seen it yet. I almost threw it on the other day and put something else on instead. Don't remember what it was. Then we got Gummo, the 4K Criterion. Of course, I grabbed this right when it came out, and of course now it's, you know, half off, but that's all right. I think it was still cheaper than normal price when I got it. And then guys, this next one, I know I said I was going to do these quick. I had mid hopes for this one, and this is my least favorite movie of the year. Up there, it's in the running. I didn't like it at all. But we got In a Violent Nature. If you like this movie, awesome. I am super happy for you. I'm really happy for you if you love this movie. I get what they were going for. I understand the ending when they're sitting there talking. I'm not going to give anything away. I feel a lot of people haven't seen this, so I'm not going to give anything away. But it's basically like a third-person video game where you're the killer going around. You know, it's like Friday the 13th, but more boring. And hearing his footsteps, the whole movie just drove me insane. Now, there's one good kill scene and one decent kill scene. But the one cool kill, yeah, that was awesome. Okay, I'll give you that. With this right here that goes on, touche. You know, awesome, great. I do love like the spot gloss and stuff. A great packaging on this for a standard release. But yeah, it's basically a third-person view. Perspective. You're the killer going around instead of the perspective of the campers. It's basically people camping and just getting taken out. Right? It's Friday the 13th. But my God, does it drag? But yeah, again, cool packaging. You get a poster there, old school style poster. Reminds you of like Glass House on the Left poster or something. This is a 2-disc Blu-ray as well. The feature's on its own disc. But guys, this felt like 9 hours. And it's only how long was this? 93 minutes. And I feel like I swear this was an over 2-hour movie. I'm not gonna recommend it. I mean, YouTube, the one cool kill scene. All right. Other than that, I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't. They were trying something different. Their stylistic art choice just didn't work for me. I do again, great packaging. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of it. I get what they were saying towards the end. Again, I don't want to give anything away, but that long conversation that takes place, I understand, but why? Just, one I liked a little bit better, and that is Cuckoo. Another one, though, I felt like it kind of touched on too much, too little. And then I didn't really like the sci-fi route that it went. Again, I don't want to give too much away, but it's basically about this chick here that works in this resort with her family, and strange things start happening to people, especially people that stay in like a certain room. And you find out why, but I don't want to give it away. I don't know. I wanted more. What's his name did really good in here, though. What is his name? I'm trying to read the back here, but they made it so freaking tiny. Is it Dan Stevens or something? I don't remember. Did great in here. This guy right there. Yeah. Did awesome, but yeah, it's decent. It's worth a watch. I'll recommend that over In a Violent Nature any day. But Cuckoo, check that out if you guys find it interesting looking. Picked up the classic Nothing But Trouble. Good old, was that Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, Demi Moore, and of course you got Tupac back with Digital Underground. Yeah, really awesome movie. Very happy to have that in the collection finally. And then picked up a Bronson, one of my favorite Tom Hardy movies. I love this movie. This movie's a fucking masterpiece in my opinion, guys. I love Bronson. If you've not seen Bronson and you want to see Tom Hardy act his ass off, this is his definitive role, in my opinion. Again, I love that movie. Sent over off the wish list, not off the wish list. You guys can add stuff to there that I don't have listed, and that's what this one is. I'd never heard of this one, never seen it. This is called Sliver. You got Sharon Stone, William Baldwin, Tom Berenger. It looks like a really steamy type movie. But it says you like to watch, don't you? Not sure what doesn't tell you anything on those images. Same image over and over. I don't know. I guess it relates to the movie. But that was sent off the wish list. Then we got A Quiet Place Day 1. Didn't love it, guys. They go in order of release for me. I like first Quiet Place, second one, and then this one's last. I don't know. I like the more secluded settings better. The city setting for me just didn't work. It sounds amazing. This is just the Blu-ray, guys, and my sub was in friggin' overtime. The sound design is incredible. The acting's it's good enough. I didn't care. I didn't care what happened to either one of these people. I don't know. All right, and then another one that fell super short for me. This was sent off the wish list. I don't know. Again, I didn't like the twist. I wanted to see what the thing looked like at the end. I'm not going to give anything away, but we got Immaculate. Again, sent off the wish list. I wanted to like it more. Another one sent off the wish list. And I should be having a slip for this coming in. We got the 4K of Doomsday. Now, Doomsday, I love Doomsday. Super underrated movie. That's from Scream Factory. And then, of course, I had to pick up Deadpool and Wolverine, the 4K. Now, I wasn't spending like $60 on the Steelbook. That's just insane. These Steelbook prices, I'm not going to get into it too much. There's people that have done standalone videos for it, but guys, we can't pay $60, $70, $80 for Steelbooks of, standard releases. We can't do that. But at the same time, if we don't, are they going to stop making physical media? I don't know. What do we do? This is $25 for the same exact disc that are in the Steelbook. That's $60. And a lot of people were getting the Wolverine one and the Deadpool one. No, they couldn't make a Steelbook where Wolverine is taking over the front of that side and Deadpool is taking over the front of the back, and just give us that. No, you gotta buy 2 Steelbooks. So you're spending $120 more buying this stuff. What? Why? Let's get the regular 4K, guys. $25. It sounds great. Looks great. I loved this movie. That was my first time watching it. Missed it in theaters. Of course, I already knew the spoilers of who all appears and things like that, but it was still cool when one person especially, I'm not spoiling anything for those who haven't seen it, shows up on screen. It just brought me so much joy. Now, said person isn't in the shape they were in that I remember, but that's all right. But I love this movie. I had a blast with it. And this one here, we picked up a Christmas Carol, which I thought I already had, but I checked and I didn't see it. Only reason I got this, not that I need to defend myself. You guys know Disney's getting rid of all their, online stuff or whatever, movie club and all that. So I had to cash in my reward points and get something. This was the only thing available that I didn't have that looked any kind of, good to put on the shelf. So, and, a Christmas time movie that I didn't own. I think I have the DVD of it somewhere with like all the old kids movies in stores, but now we got the Blu-ray of A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. And then now I only picked up 2 things. Is that right? 2 things, well, 3 technically, but 2 grabs off let me get those together here. The Shout Factory Shocktober sale. So I grabbed the Ring collection on 4K with all 3 Ring movies. It was like $50, something like that. It was a little bit cheaper than Amazon, so went ahead and grabbed that. And then added the Pekiski tapes to the collection as well, which is a fantastic movie. And then pre-ordered to hit the free shipping mark or something. I pre-ordered the Faculty 4K. So, all right, move those down there. We'll save the best for last, by the way, which I did its own unboxing for. This isn't the best for last right here. Now, it's better than part 1, I think. I think it's a lot more fast-paced, a lot more fun than the first one. Definitely some really cool kills, and that's what these movies are for. They're just turn your brain off, have fun, and enjoy the kill scenes. I had a good time with it. Again, a lot more fast-paced and everything than the first one, and not as much stuff going on with the story, I don't think. I think they tried too much with the story in part 1, and I still love that, like, opening, like, comic booky whatever scenes, but really nice looking steelbook. Of course, Winnie the Pooh, Blood Honey 2. Had to get the steelbook because I had the first one on steelbook, And then I was hearing that they were only doing 1 run of this, and maybe the same thing with Trick or Treat, which I thought I was getting in from Arrow and hasn't shown up, so I may just have to snag it before it sells out for the Trick or Treat 4K. And I didn't want to miss out on this. FOMO got me, guys. So I went ahead and grabbed the 2009 Friday the 13th Arrow release. Not the biggest fan of this movie, but again, I didn't want to miss out on it. I do have it in the Scream Factory set, but I do want to give it a rewatch. And the 4K, you have the Killer Cut on 4K as well, and just a gang of bonus features on the back. So I didn't want to pay over retail for it, so I went ahead and grabbed it. All right, and my favorite pickup, physical media release of October, the limited set for A Nightmare on Elm Street. Again, there is an own unboxing. I'll just show you guys the steelbook inside. I'm not going to go through all the contents. Love the steelbook on here with the original poster art. Way better than the US steelbook. This is the UK release. And it was a little pricey, I'm not going to lie. But it's well worth it. Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favorite movies. Freddy's my favorite horror icon, so I had to get the best edition available for this. And I hear we're getting all the others on 4K soon as well. So we'll see how soon that actually happens. There's the back. Just a amazing, amazing release, guys. If you can get your hands on this for a good price, definitely do so. This release is spectacular. I did rewatch this. This 4K is perfect. I have zero complaints. The audio, the video, everything is just perfect. And the unrated cut is on 4K as well. So there you go, guys. There's everything I picked up in the month of October. That was a lot. We went through so much together. Let me know what you guys think of these pickups. If you stayed the whole video, holy crap, you are a trooper. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace, love, happiness to both of you watching this video. I appreciate you guys. All right, later.